Good morning. Welcome to News Inside. Today we have a lot of things to talk about. My guys are always looking tech. This man on black, always smiling. Give me a little smile.
Well,
Come on.
take it.
Philly, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
The issues in River State doesn't look to go away so easily. Always on the news. The president had a meeting with the Ogoni leaders on a way to start exploring oil in Ogoni land and how they should pay is it reparation? No, not reparation. Some money to them so that all that the president said something. Said we can't change history, but we can rewrite history. But the governor came and the FCT minister came. And there was a here and there, they couldn't face each other. But after that one, we now see that a lot of cases in the Supreme Court concerning River State, about 5 or so cases, the local government election, the Matthew-led, Amewele's-led assembly, speaker of the assembly, all those cases need to be judged. And the Supreme Court has fixed 10th of February for this judgment. There's a significant thing that the governor said, the former governor, that's the FCT minister, he said, I will take him out. I will follow him to the Supreme Court. He said, I will go all the way. River State, always on the news. Eli.
Yes. Yes, the governor said he will follow him to Supreme Court. Supreme Court happened to be the apex, the peak, the highest level of justice. Once your case is determined or decided in the Supreme Court, it is final. There's no place to go for. You have to take it. Supreme Court is like God on earth in terms of judgments. And we've said it on this platform and so many other platforms in Nigeria here where many at times we feel like some of these courts or some judgments do not go the way we expect them. And so we feel that, there's a general saying that the court is the hope of the common man. But you see, Nigerian judiciary, to a large extent, in some decisions they've reached, had always given us that doubt of our hope. But you see, the Supreme Court is like a mini God, like I've just said. So I do hope and pray that the judgments that everybody would have thought were influenced by lower law or some lower courts at the sitting of the Supreme Court in the panel, which normally is between 3 or 5 very senior and highly respected judges who are like fathers, in that field, who know the strength they carry, knowing fully well that their pronouncement and judgment is like God himself. So we do hope they do justice to all the matters that will be brought before them.
Let's look at the matters we have before the Supreme Court.
Yes, you see.
Let's take it in a synonymous way. So let's take, first of all, the SEC, the River State SEC. First, let's take that one. Then from the River State SEC, that's from the conduct of the local government election, let's go to the one for the 3-man-led assembly.
Permit me to go back to where you started from.
Okay.
In your opening speech, you said that last week the president was in a meeting.
This week
Was in a meeting with the
Ogoni leaders.
Governor of River State.
Yes.
The present governor of River State.
Yes.
And Ogoni chiefs.
Yes.
To ensure there is peace in River State.
Yes.
Is beyond exploration of oil.
Okay.
So that is on one side.
Yes.
And here we are. There are matters emanating from River State, like you said. There's a matter between APC and the River State government.
Yes.
On the conduct of the local government
Election. Yes.
Their grosses is that, look, there were court injunction asking you to extend the conduct of the election. Beside, the House of Assembly that was legally sat before this crisis has extended the tenure of the local government chairman. Mind you, I am not saying that extension of the local government chairman is right or not right.
Okay.
But these are the issues
before the court. Yes.
So the APC has gone to court to say, no, you can't conduct election when there's a substituting court judgment, except it is set aside. So you have to obey the court order.
Yes.
If you're failure to do so, whatever thing you do is
illegal.
Ultra-virus.
Yes.
Okay. Now you come to the other cases in Rivers State. There's issue of 3-man member House of Assembly that are passing laws for the sitting governor, especially that law has to do with the financial appropriation of the Rivers State people.
Yes.
So it's all these are before the Supreme Court.
Court.
The Supreme Court, in their wisdom, has said that all these things emanate from Rivers State. They are geared towards one reason. They have consolidated all this matter to be one matter.
Yes.
And they have fixed February 10th for hearing, not for judgment.
Okay.
So
for hearing.
Yes.
Okay.
So that day, this matter will be heard.
All these matters will be heard.
But the one of APC is separated.
Okay. From
the other matters. So what we have before the Supreme Court that will come up on the 10th are 2 matters from Rivers State.
Yes.
All the against the River House of Assembly matters, they are now one matter.
Yeah, okay.
And the APC is another matter.
Okay.
Now the issue before us is that what is the intention of Wike? Wike had boasted that I will take him out.
Yes.
And that I will follow it through.
Yes.
He has also alleged that the Rivers State High Court has been influenced by the sitting governor. And to a large extent, the Court of Appeals that sat in Rivers State
has also been influenced. We took a discussion here some time back that said that the Court of Appeal judge was removed.
Yes.
Of course, it was alleged that it was an influence from Wike. So but that was just an allegation.
Yes. So all these are before the court. So what is the intention of Wike? We cannot say that he has the Supreme Court on his side. No, we don't know that. These matters are subject. They are before court. It is the court that will determine what will be the outcome. But what we are saying as Nigerians is that the court should do justice. A spade should be called a spade. The Rivers State matter has become too much. Another question before us: will Wike be able to fulfill his word? I say that he will take him out. The Supreme Court, is it where Wike will pull the trigger?
Yes.
Or Fubara will succeed? It is
yet to be known.
All right. So that's where we are.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's come also to the fact of personal individual interests. And I normally call it here the idiosyncrasies of people.
Yes.
Wike is not the first governor that Rivers State has had.
Yes.
There has been others.
Yes.
But let's count from Rufus Ada George.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Then we got to Odili. Wike, Amechi, and even the present governor, they are all a product of Odili, as we know.
Yes.
But Rivers State also has a lot of interest. We have the Ijos, then we have the Ikweres that are like Igbos. Then we also have the Ogonis and other small ethnic group. But the major part of them is the Ikweres. And from time immemorial, it has been the Ikwere people from Rufus Ada George, Odili, Amechi. They are all from the Ikweres. This is the first time that we are seeing an Ijo man come up to rule. Does what's it called? Rivers State, does it belong to Wike?
Well, a very good question. Rivers State will not. No state belongs to any particular person. It's rather unfortunate that if God had favored you, you begin to think some people will appreciate the favor of God. Some will begin to imagine. There are people that don't even believe there is God. God is in existence. So some people will get to a level in life that they'll begin to take themselves as mini gods. And that is my explanation or my little thought or understanding of Wike's action. If Wike was fighting the sitting governor because the sitting governor is not working for the state, or is embezzling the state's fund, or is abusing his powers,
it's a different
matter. What is Wike's interest? That's my question. Are you fighting the governor because he's not developing the state? or because it's not answerable to you.
It's not according to your whims and caprices.
So, and then you are not the only governor. When you were a governor, you were not fought by the people that were there before.
It was absolute.
And if the sitting governor is as wrong as you are trying to present him to the world, you will still have former governors still alive that should have been on your side of the fight against the sitting governor. So I just hope and pray that the Supreme Court
will do what is right.
Will do what is right in Rivers State to give Nigerians hope. Because if Rivers State if the judgment come out as expected, as supposed, let me not say as expected, because as supposed, and then it's glaring to the whole world, then there is hope and for the future of the entire country.
Right.
And then other states now will begin to understand that you cannot bully people because God has favored you
to be
all
there.
Right? Yes.
All right.
There. Yes.
Okay. Now, Philip, there's something that you call the law. Then most of the time that we sit down to analyze, we partly tend to law, but most of the time we are a little bit looking at the moral aspects. What if the Supreme Court, for example, of course, this is for hearing, this matter is for hearing, and judgment come, and the people feel cheated, but the law is followed. What do you think about that?
Well, the thing is, permit me to fall back a little again. You see, for the purpose of clarity and the analysis of Rivers State the dichotomy should be the upland and the waterside.
Yes.
Because all the people in the upland, they are not all Ikwere.
Okay.
The Odilis, they are more of Kwale, than Ikwere. They are more of Delta.
Okay.
So they are not Ikwere.
But their language is still quite...
Yes, it's synonymous with the Igbos and the Ikwere. So
yes.
When you go to the water side,
yeah.
because I have knowledge of River State,
yeah.
the Ogoni, they are more of Ijo. They see all the tribes in the water side, they see themselves as Ijo,
yes.
extension of the Ijo.
Yes, yes.
You understand? So
the Bonny Island.
Exactly,
yes.
all of that.
Finima and all that, yes.
So let's for purpose of clarity, but in your life, it is true. This is the first time a man from the water side is assuming office. Why all the trouble? Having said that, that does not mean that whatever that is happening, we must not be seen taking side. When we say when the court takes decision, we don't have the facts before the court.
Yes.
So we cannot say.
So that's why I brought up the issue of morality.
Yes. So whether morality or law, is the fact that we determine whether the person's morality is right or wrong. So what is before us is that Wike has said, okay, I will follow the law to the latter.
But I will let you continue.
Yes.
Now, if we look at a former sitting governor,
yes.
What has been established in Lagos is that the president, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, has head Lagos to Soy. And not only Lagos, he has extended his hand to the southwest and also determined who becomes governor in all these places all the time.
Yes.
Should this, is it a good democratic principle? Should it continue? Because that's what Wike wants to do.
It is not. I agree with you, but we must face the fact that are before us. We must not be emotional in issues like this.
Okay.
Now, the issue
you don't have 10 seconds.
Yes, the issue here is they are matter before the court.
Yeah.
And Wike is boastful.
Yes.
The question is, will he be able to carry out his boast when the court aid him? We urge the court to do what is right. Not minding whose
guts.
So that is mine.
Your takeaway, 30 seconds.
He said something like
30 seconds.
Most of the governors were from the upper side, and this is the first time we have a governor from the water side. But I want to still disagree, because if most of the former governors were from the other side, you find out that none of them is actually fighting this other governor. So it's not the case of the people, it's the case of Wike against the sitting governor. And the question here is this: if Wike can come out to tell the state and the country why he's fighting the sitting governor, maybe people will see this with him.
All right, our takeaway on this matter will be, let what is right be done. Let the judges at the Supreme Court do what is right. And in your judgment, don't always forget the people. The people are the reason why we have a state. We will be right back on News Insights.